everyone, welcome to Prince Sassy's channel. I am Poonam and today we are going to talk about tumblers and designing on tumblers. This channel Prince Sassy is mostly about creating custom gifts. I create custom gifts for friends and families, and sometimes people give me order to create the gifts for their friends and families. Somebody saw my post on Facebook. Yes, I am on Facebook with the name Prince Sassy. And she saw my post on Facebook about some custom gifts and everything. So she contacted me to create a customized tumbler for her daughter's 16th birthday, for her daughter's sweet 16. In this COVID time, nobody is having a big gathering or celebration, but she wanted to do something special for her daughter. This is a customized gift, but not a normal customized gift, because usually you get a piece which is blank and then you start from the scratch. But here what happened is, this lady who approached me, she already bought these tumblers from Amazon or some website, and it is for her daughter's 16th birthday. So it came with Sweet 16 written. The company, whoever produces this, the company name is written here and it's written Sweet 16. There's nothing custom about that. So she bought two colors and both of them you see it's written Sweet 16. So nothing customized. Now we are going to customize it so that the daughter feels special. I will be creating the design in Canva, and this time I'm using Canva because it gives me a lot of options for different kind of fonts, and I want to use a very nice scripty font. I just open Canva and I'll bring a font here. I don't need this, so I'll just remove this. The name is Deepta. Deepta Jayaraman. Reducing the font a little bit smaller so that I can see the right size. From here I will change the fonts. Canva does great job of combining your recently used font up top. So I'll pick one of these fonts. Let me reduce the size so that I can see the whole name clearly. This will work, or yeah, I like this one because I'm just getting an idea of how it should look. I'll just take a screenshot of this. I took the screenshot. Now I'll go to Silhouette Cameo. Here I will open exactly the same design which I just had the screenshot of, and it should be saved on desktop. I bought the screenshot in Cameo so that I can create a template of what needs to be cut up on the vinyl. I would trace it. In this there is an option to trace. I'll select one area and all this will be traced. Looks good. Trace it, and this way what will happen is I'll be able to, now you see the outline, and this is the outline which will be cut up on the vinyl. My tumbler height is 8 inches, so this needs to be around 7. I'll change it to 7. This will be the size. I want to place this design on the tumbler in Photoshop or some design tool. If the lines are red, it won't be visible that clearly. So I'll change the lines to the black color so that I can see it clearly. And now I'll do my little bit things here, clean it up, and then I'll go to Photoshop so that I can send it to the customer before cutting up the actual vinyl. This is what it looks like. I'll take a screenshot of this and I'll use this in Photoshop so that this can be composed on top of the tumbler. I cleaned up the design a little bit and bought the design in Photoshop. I have a template of the tumbler I'm going to create. I'm going to compose this design on top of that template. Make sure that this picture which you are sending to client for approval is close to the final product. And never forget to add a disclaimer or a note which says that because it's a handmade stuff, so there can be a little bit of variations. Let's go back to Silhouette Cameo now. Here's the tumbler which I received, on which I'm going to do the design, and I'll check that it is 8. I'm going to make it around 7 and not 7.5. Yeah, this looks nice. And now I'm going to make 5 copies of this. This is a sticky sheet where I'll stick my vinyl so that I can cut it up. My Silhouette original sheet got bad after a couple of use, so I bought this from Amazon. I'm using this Nikapa sheet which comes in set of 3. I just have to put my vinyl on top of this, align it nicely. Now I'm cutting up my vinyl. The design which you saw, there will be 5 names on this vinyl. I'm using white. Putting that in my Silhouette Cameo 3. They are out with the newer version of this. This is a couple of years old. You can use your Cricut machine or any plotter if you have that. The process is similar. You load the vinyl and then you start cutting. As you saw, the design was already ready here. I'm going to use the send button, and here in this area Oracle 651 is already selected, but in case this one is not selected and there is something else, suppose it is vinyl matte, you'll have to go in there and set it up to Oracle 651. If you do not have that setting, then just do it manually. It's a custom setting where force is 6 and speed is 8. That's what you can do. And now I'm going to send this design for cutting. I don't know why it is not connecting. It's showing unavailable, but one which is okay, now it is showing that it is syncing. My Cameo is syncing, and now you see it changed to ready now. Let me send it. It has started cutting. Now let's move on to the weeding process. The vinyl is all cut up. We will move to the weeding process. Weeding is a process where all the extra vinyl is removed from the design. That's what I am doing, and here I am removing all the extra vinyl from my design. I'm doing it very carefully because the fonts are thin, and when I'm removing the vinyl, it may remove the fonts as well. So I'm pressing it wherever it is needed and carefully removing. I'll fast forward it so that once I'm done removing all the vinyl, then you will see the next step. Instead of Silhouette cutting mat, I was using this Nikapa cutting mat, And when I took off my vinyl, it became a roll, which is not really good. You see how it's rolled. If I had the thicker design, it would be a problem because it will create air bubble. So I would not recommend these sheets to anyone. It is very, very tacky, and your vinyl will get stuck on this. This is first time I was using it, so I don't know with multiple use it will get better, but for now it is not good. Now I'm cutting my vinyl names into pieces so that I can have small strips and keep on weeding the rest of it. The weeding is all done, and I am now preparing to transfer the design on the contact paper. The contact paper I'm using has lines, so it's very easy for me to figure out the measurements and cut the contact paper accordingly. Remove the paper backing. Take your vinyl and face down on the contact paper. Place it in a nice frame so that you have contact paper on all the sides. Check it and try to press it with hand or card, and that pressing will remove any air bubble you have there. Some people say, and mine also, you see that sometimes it doesn't come off that easily. I have tried couple of contact paper. I see that this happens on almost all of them. In case you know any brand name which sticks nicely and lifts up nicely, please do let me know. I would like to buy that one. Vinyl is transferred on the contact paper. I'm cleaning the tumbler with the alcohol pad. What the alcohol pad will do, or the alcohol wipes, or you can just take the alcohol on the cotton and wipe the surface. It will take away all the oil, it will clean the surface. No oil should be there, so that the vinyl you have created will stick to the surface and will not come off. If the surface is oily, the vinyl will come off. That's why with the alcohol pad I am just wiping all the tumblers. Generally I keep this in my lap and then try to do it, but today because I am recording this video for you guys, I'm just placing two things on the side. One is my keyboard and one is the diary, just to keep it stable. It doesn't move, it doesn't roll. This is the lip of the tumbler, that's my direction. I kept it over here so that I can get the nice direction to the line, nice alignment. And I am going to place my vinyl very carefully on this. Okay. I'm making sure it sticks. All the bubbles are out, the fonts are sticking. Now the time for the great reveal. So here are two tumblers which I just made. These are the two tumblers I just made. 3 more to go. Look how beautiful they look. The blue, the rose gold and white is complementing each other. The height is great. The height of these tumblers is great, and the name fitted perfectly at that height. You saw the whole process of creating those tumblers. I'll show you how the tumblers looks like now. So this was what it was. It had the Sweet 16, but now if you turn to other side, this is a customization. This is vinyl. It will not come off. I used Oracle 651. It will not come off. And the name is there and the date is there. So this makes it a little bit more special. All these had Sweet 16, which is a general Sweet 16 tumbler, but now changing them like this, it made it so much special. So there are so many of different tumblers here, and all of them are Sweet 16 tumbler now with the name. How cool are these? I am loving it. It looks so nice. The fonts and everything looks so nice. It's nicely stuck on this. I'm just loving it, guys. Thank you for watching. If this helped you, please like the channel, and if you would like to see more, please subscribe the channel, and keep watching, keep creating. Bye bye.